welcome back to the Accountability Mentorship. I'm your host, Michael Fields.
And today we're going to be going over how to show up for your business and yourself. So the first question I have for you today is, what are you doing right now to not show up for yourself or your business? This could be anything from, just not making your customers happy to not actually showing up to work prepared. Kind of on a scale of 1 to 10, how is your business running? So, rate yourself in your brain right now, in your mind. Rate yourself 1 to 10. How is my business running? If it's not a 10, meaning perfect, then maybe there's some wiggle room to figure out how to fix that. If you were asked the question, are you putting in 100% of your heart into your business? What would your response be? If you're not putting 100% of your heart into your business, why? Is it because you're not fully passionate in that one business? Maybe you started this business just to get started and make money. Maybe this business isn't the business for you. When you go into work with this business, or just in work in general, are you showing up 100% excited and motivated? If not, then why aren't you? This is the accountability portion, is why aren't we showing up 100% prepared to please our customer? And why aren't we being passionate about it? Maybe, like I just said, maybe this is the wrong business for you. Maybe you just started this business to get, some money in your pocket. Maybe we need to find out exactly what your passion is and purpose is. So, number one, we need to figure out if this business is right for you. Now you're going to ask, what kind of questions should I ask myself to find this answer? And the first question you should ask yourself is, do I feel fulfilled? So if you got a pen and a paper, please write it down. You're going to write these down. Do I feel fulfilled? And what we're going to do is, when I ask you these questions, I want you to go back in today and I want you to journal through them. I want you to ask yourself, do I feel fulfilled? The next question is, do I love what I do? Question mark. Next question is, do I wake up every day passionate about pleasing my customer and then looking forward to the next day? And if your answer is no to all three of these, or even two of these, then maybe there's the way that we can find your passion. Maybe there's a different way that we can find what you really want to do. So part of the step one I want you to do is, if you answered no to these questions, I want you to find out what you love to do, what you're passionate about, what you wake up every day wanting to do. Now, this may not be your current job, and I'm not telling you to quit your job, but I'm telling you to find your passion. You need to wake up every day knowing, what I do is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And if you find your passion and it's not your workplace, is there a way that you can create a business out of it and make money, make a successful business, replace your income that you have now? Is there a way to do it, you think? Then maybe we need to do it. Maybe being non-passionate in our lives, maybe that we need to put an end to that. Do you want to wake up every single day and just be angry and just pissed off at the world because you hate your job? Or do you want to eventually find your passion and purpose and make money through it and love going to work every single day? I mean, you know what they say, when you find what you love, it's not work, it's your business, right? So let's take the steps we can to find that passion, and then build on it to find out if we could actually start a business with it. And I honestly feel like in every aspect you can find a way to start some kind of business through every single passion. Number two is once you find your passion and you find a way that we can maybe start a business through that passion, I want you to figure out how you can deliver to your customers. I want you to become knowledgeable on who they are, who their family is, what they like, what they like to do. Find out how we could provide first-class service to our customer base. You want to make sure when they come in that front door, and it could be a figurative imagination front door, like if you have an online business, when they come onto your store, what do you want your customer to see? Do you want them to feel welcome? Do you want them to feel nice and warm and, hey, I belong to this place? You know, if you make them feel warm, they're going to want to come back multiple times. Okay? So the biggest thing is we need to find out how to create that first class service for them. And that's okay. You don't have to be the lowest, priced out there for your business. But if you're not the lowest priced out there, maybe you need to show them what value you have in your business. Is your business worth $1 million? If you don't think it is, then maybe we need to go back and reevaluate your thoughts on this. So kind of a thought is, I was told by my mentors, and ask yourself this question too, so write this down. If I were to pay you a certain amount of money to forget what you've learned, how much would that be? Question mark. If the answer is you can't pay me enough money to get rid of my education and what I've learned through my past, then maybe your business is priceless. Maybe you don't need to put a number on your business. Maybe you need to pick a number that you want to charge your customers and just stick to that and show them the first class service you can provide. Your success is not just based on sales to your customer. It's how you put your heart into it. If you show your customer your heart and make yourself vulnerable and you show them the utmost respect for their, for them investing in you, then they're going to continue to invest in you. Number 3, I just brought it up in the beginning of number 2, so that was my bad. But build personal relationships with your customers. Get to know them. Get to know them by name. Get to know them by family. If they bring their kids in, say, hey, how you doing? And just, get to know them on a personal basis. Make them feel welcome. Make them feel that they're a part of your family. And that's a big thing in the fire service is we, as in the fire department, are a totally separate entity, and we're our own family. It's like your family number 2. So that's what you need to do for your business, is you need to make sure that when your customer walks in that front door, that they're automatically a part of that family. Make them feel included. It may take people months and months and months to warm up because of their, just how people operate. They may be quiet and standoffish, but maybe, eventually that person will open up. And I like to relate this to a coffee shop. So when we're talking about all of this stuff about how your business is and how you welcome your customers, think about you owning a coffee shop and say, I want my customer to come in and drink the best cup of coffee, and it may be $20 for that cup of coffee. But if you can show them your value, show them how you can make personal relationships with them and show them that they are needed, they will come back all the time. Number 4, maybe your business needs a facelift. And you can think about this coffee shop too, scenario. So let's think about a coffee shop. If your coffee shop is not warm and welcoming, what can we do to make it warm and welcoming? Do you have the proper chairs? Do you have the proper seating? Do you have comfortable seating? If not, what can you do to create a more comfortable environment? how are you going to figure out to create an area so that your customers can come in and talk and enjoy their time with each other and talk to you and talk to the employees there? What can you do to make them feel that they're welcome to stay as long as they want? And I had a couple mentors kind of tell me this too. You want your environment to be 72 degrees. And what that is that's a comfortable, warm environment. You want them to be in a warm environment. So what can you do to make your business a 72 degree mark? And it doesn't have to physically be 72 degrees, but what I'm saying is on the mindset of making your business a 72 degrees, that's meaning how do you make it a warm environment when they walk in? And number 5, and this is just my own personal opinion. If you decide to grow your business beyond this, it's up to you. But if you want to keep that same value through all of these steps for your customers, then we need to not outgrow our business to the point where we do not conduct the following steps 1 through 5. If you get to the point where you're losing contact with your customers, then maybe there's a different time. Maybe we need to open up a different shop, or maybe there's a way that we could take that value and put it into another branch and make them feel welcome. If that makes sense. You don't ever want to outgrow your customer. You can outgrow your customers, but you don't ever want to outgrow getting to know the personal side of your customers and making them feel welcome. You don't want to outgrow to the point where you lose contact with any of these steps. And maybe, like I said, there's a point where you need to outgrow, and that's fine. But always, you will be number one in your niche, whatever you decide to do in your business, if you decide to take these steps and legit care about your customer. That's all I have for you today. Thank you for joining me once again. And if you like this podcast, please like and subscribe to this podcast and share it with anybody that may like it also. And once again, thank you for listening, and we'll hear from you soon.